Are you ready to play some trivia? Hi, everybody. I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we have Kathleen Olson. She is the brilliant mind behind a wonderful book. It is called The Big Book of Pointless Knowledge. This fascinating collection is packed with surprising and quirky facts that are perfect for trivia lovers and curious minds alike. We're going to dive into the endless stream of entertaining tidbits that make this book a must-have. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We ask viewers like you to support writers like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her amazing book. The links are below this interview. Kathleen, great to see you here today on Spotlight.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Oh, we're going to have fun. In fact, let's start out by playing a game. Let's see if you can stump one of the most dim-witted people I know, and that is me. I look smart, but I'm not necessarily that smart. So let's hit me with a couple of questions and see if I can come up with the answers. But keep in mind, I am a newsman, so I have been covering the news for about, a couple of decades now. So I might have a little inside knowledge. We'll see. Let's hit me with a question. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. American high school students, 50% of them believe that Sodom and Gomorrah. You finished that?
I believe that Sodom and Gomorrah are sexually transmitted diseases.
Good one, but not the.
That would be a good one, right?
Very good.
Sounds close. What is the actual answer, of course?
They believe that Sodom and Gomorrah were married.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. That is a surprising fact, of course. I like my answer. I think an STD would be a good one since
Right
that's where
there.
their brains are at that age, that's for sure. Okay, question number 2.
The official soft drink of Nebraska is?
Ooh. Well, I would come to mind, of course, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, and then there's the long shot RC Cola. So I'm going to say RC Cola.
Well, I'm sorry, but you got all 3 wrong.
I gave myself 3 answers and they're all wrong.
Right. The answer is Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. Wow. Amazing. That's the official soft drink of which state
Nebraska.
again? Nebraska. I thought that was only in Jonestown, Guyana, where they had Kool-Aid as their favorite beverage. Remember that cult that drank all the Kool-Aid? Yeah, that's my little reference there.
Sad.
Yeah.
All right. You want another one?
Absolutely.
Okay. On the Muppet Show,
Mm-hmm.
the mad scientist, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, went to what college?
Ooh, I have no idea because the Muppets are kind of not my generation. But I will say he went to Harvard.
That's nice. Wrong. He went to Melonhead University.
Ah, I like that. Melonhead University. Very, very good. Very, very good. Excellent. So are you a trivia maven? Is this something you do as a hobby for fun? Do you, kill them on trivia nights at the local bar? Tell us a little bit about how you got into compiling this so-called pointless knowledge.
I was 8 years old and I was watching a television show with my family.
Mhm.
Some quiz show or something. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember anything other than this. The question was, if 4 cars come to a 4-way stop all at the exact same time, who can go first?
Huh. I would say whoever is the boldest and makes the first move. But
Actually, it's very simple. Nobody can go anywhere until one guy's moved along.
gotcha. Which is similar to my answer.
Yeah.
Because that does happen. You get there at exactly the same time. Somebody's got to make the decision, okay, I'm going, right? Yeah. So that's cool. So that sparked your interest in trivia?
Yeah, and I started collecting it. And in the past couple of years, the newspapers had one a day. So I wrote those down and I get it from all over the place. I make my own up true out of books that are true facts. So
Amazing. Amazing. Well, that's a fun hobby to have, collecting this trivia, because it makes you good at Trivial Pursuit, no doubt. Do you enjoy TV game shows today like Jeopardy and that kind of stuff?
No, I really don't.
Why is that?
I never thought about that. I would rather learn something more broader. I love history very much,
Right.
and I always want to watch something with history in it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So you're more likely to watch a historical documentary than to watch a game show about historical trivia.
Absolutely.
Okay, great, great. So tell us about your book, when you started putting it together and what people will find within the pages. There it is,
Yep.
the big
This
book
is
of
it.
pointless knowledge.
And I started putting it together about a year ago now.
Okay.
And it was so messed up in my notes that I had to put it in categories, and that's the only way. I was going to
Mhm.
put it in alphabetical order.
What kind of categories will people find inside?
Well, they're going to find TV, movies. They're going to find geological, earth and weather.
Mhm.
And let's see what else. Um, Food, that was a good category. That was an excellent category.
Sounds
Um,
great. So flip back to food for a second. Tell me, what are some of the questions you'd find within the food category?
all right, let's see if I can find it now.
I put you on the spot.
It's okay. When Salvador Dali saw some camembert cheese melting in the sun, it was the inspiration for the melting clocks in his painting, The Persistence of Memory.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Amazing. All inspired by some melting camembert cheese.
I stay away from it, but
It took you how long to put this book together?
oh, about 6 months.
Okay.
It
Because you
wasn't,
had all your notes and everything ready to go, right?
yeah, but they, like I said, they were a mess.
Yeah.
I just had to start piling them out.
Yep. Great.
Uh,
Great. So do you go to trivia nights? Do you play trivia?
no, I don't,
Okay.
because
You
I
need to
win
start going. I
every
think
time.
you'd clean up.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to win every time.
Exactly. You got a fear of winning. Now, is this the first book you've ever written?
No, this is my eighth.
Okay, tell us about some of your other books.
So on a train,
Hmm. And is that a novel?
and it is a novel.
Great.
I've got Time Tree. This is very popular.
Time Tree. And what's Time Tree about?
It's about a tree that was accidentally planted in pre-Columbian United States, which is now Nebraska,
Hmm.
and the different people who acted around it, with it, until the present day. So it was a big old tree.
Hmm.
And then this is my prize. This,
Come Run With Me, a
yes,
story of the Underground Railroad. So
yes, it
that's a bit
is.
of history that it's important people need to know about that, right?
I think so. And it's written more for the teenage 12 to 17-year age.
Gotcha. So like the young adult reader.
It is
Great, great. And tell us a little
getting
bit about that book. It's your pride and joy. Tell us about it.
Well, it's about a little girl living in Nebraska, or no, it wasn't Nebraska, uh, in Iowa.
Hmm.
And her family dealt with the Underground Railroad.
Okay.
And one night, she heard a noise, which wasn't unusual because they traveled by night. And when she went down there the next morning with some water, there was this poor girl. She was sick as a dog. She couldn't talk. She was just sick. And
Hmm.
so the others of her crowd, the four others that were with her, had to go ahead. And so she was left at the farmhouse. Well, finally, because the slave catcher had a good idea that there was something going on in their house. They decided to leave. And the little girl said to Polly, she said, come run with me. And then there's where they were, what happened, how they get out of trouble, how did they get into trouble.
Wonderful. So
And
this is historical fiction. You've basically written a novel set around the Underground Railroad.
exactly.
Amazing, amazing. Well, that sounds terrific as well. Well, you are a prolific writer with all the books. The book we've been focusing on today, written by Kathleen Olson, is called The Big Book of Pointless Knowledge. It is a fascinating collection packed with surprising and quirky facts. And there's the book right there. I think it would be the basis for a great game show. You don't like game shows that much, but I think this book would have great questions for contestants, whether you did it person on the street or whether you did it in the studio. Or, of course, this is a great book to have around the coffee table, holidays, party time. You know, it's a lot easier than dealing with all those cards on Trivial Pursuit. Just break out the big book and you've got it right there. Kathleen, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
My pleasure.
And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.